You know what I like to do?
Talk into a microphone?
Yeah, and also get in on the action with sports
Have a big
interaction.
head.
Yeah. Wear bare feet in the freezing cold.
Be a dad.
Friggin' wear V-necks that are actually
It's not a
crew-necks.
V-neck, okay?
Sorry.
Sports interaction. NHL, NBA, MLB, so much more. It's the friend I don't have, clearly. Crazy Odds, best live and play. Download the app in Ontario. You can use the QR code at the bottom of the screen, or you can head to sportsinteraction.com/STPN to get started. 19 plus, please play responsibly and get better friends.
Yell at the computer. He does that too.
So they're in. Now, Jesse,
Ah!
I call this, you could call this a lot of different things. You could call it like the different Subway series. I mean, they're just that close to each other, New York, New Jersey, but I call it the Jesse series. Okay? Because he's been waiting. Jesse, you think Jesse's been waiting for the Leafs first round since October? Hell no. He's been waiting for the Rangers since last playoffs.
Stanley Cup.
Yeah, and
That's my
you
Stanley
called
Cup
them.
pick.
Now, New Jersey going into this game has a goalie who has stopped 80 of 82 shots over the previous 3 games. They not only could win the series, but they could win it at Madison Square Garden. If you're from New Jersey, you're like, fucking right. Stick it to the Rangers.
Yeah. Fuck that wood roof.
Except it didn't happen.
Yeah,
way,
how did
it?
that go?
Did not happen
No, that
way.
first period reminded me a lot of a Leafs game because the Devils were on fire. They were caving in the New York Rangers, and then they're up 1-0 all period, and then we get to 24 seconds left in the first period. Oh, they allowed a goal.
Oh, Chris Kreider.
Oh, not great. Power play goal, Chris Kreider. Oh, what happened, New Jersey?
He's been absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And since that moment, Kreider and Zibanejad, unreal for the rest of that game. And those two just saved the Rangers season. And this isn't like foreign to them. The New York Rangers, over the last 7 elimination games, are 6-1. This is what they do.
Wow.
They get down, they get down in a series, and they climb back and they win.
And their one loss was to Tampa.
Exactly.
Wow.
Who had Curtis Lazar scoring on their bingo card? Curtis Lazar opened the scoring in this game. Curtis Lazar.
Okay, so here's the look on my face is me trying to figure out which team he plays for.
Which one do you think it is?
Is it the Devils?
Yeah, they opened the score.
It's like when Darren Helm scored for the Avs last year. We're like, really?
yeah.
Where did they get him from? Vancouver?
I don't know. Journeyman, guy who was like a top 10 pick. There's big hopes in him, and I think in Ottawa.
He's one of those guys who sort of rebuilt his career to be a good player in a different role.
The way Shen did.
The way Shen did years ago, but Trevor Lewis kind of like, oh, he's a bust. Oh, wait, no, he's actually a very useful player.
Yeah.
In those 7 elimination games, Zibanejad has 13 points.
Good.
Dude shows up, and that's all we're asking for. One, Igor was held them to that 1-0 lead deficit in that first period. Without Igor, they're down a lot more than 1-0 after that first period, and thank goodness they have Shesterkin. And then the Stars finally showed up after not showing up for all of those games in Madison Square Garden.
I'm not gonna say who told me this, but one of the things I kept hearing about Mika Zibanejad is and this was a few years ago. This is right before. A lot of people forget right before COVID, he had like a 5-goal game and like rocketed up the goal scoring charts. What I was told about him is like he barely even likes hockey. It's like his secondary interest.
Oh my gosh. Really?
And that's one of the most underrated players in the National Hockey League.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think he likes it.
You hear that more about NBA players because of their height. They've just been, they had to go into basketball. You know, it's the best way to make a living when you're 7 foot tall.
You
can
have to. You can be light.
It's
bulb
just,
repairman or
but it's
something.
probably a good idea.
You know, so you
give it a shot.
You hear that a lot about really big guys in the NBA where it's like, hey, they could take or leave being an NBA player, but I'm an NBA player. It's kind of awesome, but it's not like their ultimate passion.
I think Zibanejad likes hockey.
I think he likes hockey.
I don't know. Sometimes I'd hear things and I'd be like,
Yeah.
Akira Schmid, by the way,
skeptical.
was pulled after giving up 5 goals on 29 shots, which I thought was a little unfair, to be honest with you. I didn't think he was that bad. But Vitek Vanacek
Maybe just saving him.
does get in the third. with about 5.5 minutes to go. There's a 6-on-4 advantage, and Dawson Mercer beats Shesterkin, and then the Devils pull Vanacek again, and that is basically when it's over.
Question for the ultimate Devils fan in the room. Mm-hmm. Who do you start Game 7?
Oh, I think you
Swayman.
start Schmidt. I think you start Schmidt. I think you do that. I think you got to go with the guy that got you any win in this series.
Yeah, Vanacek hasn't won a game.
So if you go with the guy that, you know what, and he's a kid, like this guy's a kid, right? You can't, and the thing about Lindy, and like I know Lindy's been there, and I think he knows his I think his best goal he's ever had was Hasek. He knows when a goalie's rattled. So I think he pulled him out because he's like, we're not going to win anyway, and I need him for Game 7. I need his marbles to be in the right spot. Don't mess him up. Don't get injured. Just get Vanacek in there, and then Schmidt starts Game 7. Has to protect him.
Long series.
Long series.
If the Devils win Game 7, will you switch your lipstick to red for the next show? Because the Leafs.
No, I already promised Ailish from Fan 590 that I would do it the entire series.
Yeah, so just wear it red for the one game after their victory.
Okay, I can do
Yeah,
that.
that's
Maybe
what
I'll
I'm
do
saying.
one lip one way and one lip the other.
Ooh.
I'll do a red and blue. Yeah.
Or
Serious hockey
put
man.
them over each other, make purple.
Oh, I like it.
I learned that from Barney the Dinosaur.
I like that. Now,
Who
I want
do you have in Game 7, Steve?
Oh,
Who are you picking?
I have the Rangers winning the series. What I have learned from these playoffs is to not back off of what I think is going to happen. So I'm going to have the Rangers in 7.
Jesse, who do you have?
Rangers in 7.
Devils, guys. This is Palat season. Get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready. He's going to bring it. It's his time to shine. This is what he does. This is why you sign him.
He's going to do it with ease, too. They're going to say, oh, that's Pilates.
Oh, boo. All right, I'll give you a high five, but it's still
That
hate.
was bad.